Hi, and who is this? Who is this? It's me, Maxim. After 2 years of absence, I burst onto YouTube with a new video. And well, if you ask me, what have you been doing for so long? First, who are you? I don't even have a fan base. Second, it's a bit complicated, but I hope you understand and accept me for who I am as usual, since I've been working on my new EP album as well. It's gonna be good, I hope, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Today I'm gonna be talking about drawing tutorials and stylization while you're watching this amazing Speedpaint that I was recording like 5 months ago. That's the Meet the Artist type picture, so you can get to know me better as well. This video might be really helpful for inexperienced artists, and maybe if somebody likes this video, I'll do something even better, so deal? If so, then like this video and subscribe to my channel so that I can know that you want to watch it. So, if you just started your long drawing way, you probably want to reach your own drawing style that'll be unique and special. Also, you want to draw good looking pictures, because why would anybody want to draw something ugly, right? And maybe you've seen some tutorials, or you still watch them for some reason, on how to draw eyes, faces, etc. You've noticed how good and simple they seem, but if you start to learn how to draw them, you can't draw a straight line. And I can guess they look like something like this or this. Actually, this is a bait for people who don't really know how to draw objects, and they only want their views, likes and comments, as they don't explain the basics, and they just want you to do the same actions they do because you can see a perfect picture and a process of it with your own eyes, so you can repeat after them, but it doesn't work. And you may say, don't watch them and the problem is solved. But then we have more questions than answers. Why are they bad? Where to get the information to learn? And how to reach your own style. Okay, let's connect the dots. Most of the time people imagine that their own art style, in quotes, is something stylized like anime, for example, and not so complicated, because we are too modern now to paint paintings like people did during the Baroque period, you know. So maybe you wanna draw the anime type art, but you don't know how. Then you Google it, and surprisingly, you see a lot of tutorials on YouTube. I mean, that's not bad if people wanna follow the actions from some tutorials, but my point is they can't teach you how to draw. But what is drawing at all? Let's figure it out. Drawing is a visual art that uses an instrument to mark paper or another two-dimensional surface or a digital representation of such. That's what Wikipedia says. It's not clear, and I'd say differently. Drawing is the transfer of volumetric objects onto a plane using graphic techniques. You see, nothing in the world can be flat, and drawing means showing the volume of a figure or an object. We have perspective, anatomy, light and shadow that create as a picture. And good anime actually follows all these rules, because animators didn't actually watch anime tutorials. Every professional artist learns how to draw and paint something with academic drawing and painting. Fair enough to refer to as academic drawing. The reason is you can only imagine the volumetric object and transfer it onto the canvas if you know how to build them and how the rules of drawing work. It is done to ensure the high quality performance of the work and further understanding and recreation of what exactly you want to draw. But if your goals are simple, if you want just to draw a simple picture one time and then you don't want to draw professionally, it's absolutely okay. Of course, you can go without painful years of learning. Academic drawing can help you develop your techniques within understanding the world, the rules of light and shadow, and basic principles of drawing structure. But I must say, it cannot tell you how to stylize whatever and however you want. But without academic drawing, you can't do the correct stylization. Also, people forget that stylization can be realistic and highly detailed. So we're not talking only about anime. For example, I like to paint and my art style isn't so stylized, but it's also not academic because I want to enjoy my work, not to suffer. Also, I must say, I am not forcing you to do something. If you don't want to learn basics with academic drawing, then it's your choice. But I am trying to tell you that it's actually good before you start to think you don't have enough knowledge to go higher. So why are those tutorials bad? They don't explain the basics, and the method of drawing isn't good enough to follow it. For example, this one. Obviously, they're trying to show how to draw an eye, but they're doing it so funny. Just look at this. And here's a scheme of the construction of the eye. You can easily understand what volume it has, and you can imagine where the light will be and where the shadow will be, as you're given enough information to understand the structure of the eye shape. Here it is a line, and I don't even know what they were guided by, because those triangles, what are they for? They don't explain, sadly. And the enormous part of those tutorials is the same. And that's really terrifying. If you just started to draw and you can't say what's good and what's not, that's an awful trap for you. That's why I said they're bad. Where to get the information to learn? Well, it is truly a good question. I can really recommend you The Artist's Guide to Human Anatomy by Godfrey Bemis, if I spelled it right. This book is one of the most popular ones and it is good to look at. You don't have to learn with this one, but you'll understand what direction you want to move in. Then, after you see how anatomy works, you can go watch something simplified to learn on some YouTube channels. Actually, you can see all those channels if you type in the search bar academic drawing. Once you do it, you'll see a lot of different videos. Now, how to reach your own style that you want to reach so hard. You must learn the basics to stylize better. You see, I don't do it so confidently too, because I'm still learning, as drawing is the same craft and work as crafting furniture on a woodworking machine. If you don't know how to make a chair so that people don't fall out of it, then unfortunately or fortunately, you've not experienced enough to make chairs and not even decorate them so they are comfortable and beautiful at the same time. I hope that you understood my philosophy and my point of view in this speech, and now you are full of motivation to learn and create something better and happier, because nothing really matters if you don't enjoy your learning and drawing. Now you can see the result of my art. Sadly, I didn't record the process of developing the background, but maybe I'll find some versions of it to show you that I actually tried to find a better solution. But okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can find my social media in the video description or via this QR code if you will, to maybe see my photos, other paintings, arts or something. I'd be really pleased if you follow, please. Please! See you next time in the next video. Bye.